Okay, packet lesson 6-4. Here we go. If you didn't watch the pre-lesson, you're going to miss out on a ton of good information. So I'm going to teach this like you've seen the pre-lesson. So if this stuff kind of goes too fast and you didn't watch the pre-lesson, you better go back and watch the pre-lesson. So instantly I can see that these are conjugates, which tells me, aha, save some time in food. So 4 times 4, 16. Square root of 3 times negative square root of 3. Roofs would fly off and I'd get minus 3. And it's that easy, you guys. Watch the pre-lesson if that's confusing. Now I look at this one. 3 square root of 5, 3 square root of 5. 5 square root of 3, 5 square root of 3. Opposite signs. Guess what? I can flip. Now, I better show my work on this one, but the F is the first. 3 square root of 5 times 3 square root of 5, and this takes you back to what I taught earlier. There's oil, there's water, there's oil, there's water. Remember, oil can mix, so 3 times 3 is 9. Water can mix, so that'd be 5 times 5, which is the square root of 25, which is just 5. Or you can just say the roofs fly off, and then I get 45. Now I can go right to the ooh. See, the outside and the inside would just cancel. They just do. So the ooh would be negative 5 square root of 3 times positive 5 square root of 3. Negative 5 times negative 5 is negative 25. The roofs fly off. So that'd be 45 minus 75, which is negative 30. Done. Now we have a problem. Some of you are going to be tempted to just cancel these out. You cannot do that. No, 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 no. But what the goal is to multiply by the conjugate. Just ignore the numerator, attack the denominator, and ask yourself, what did Mr. Kleefish teach in the pre-lesson? He said if there's square roots in the denominator and they're binomials, multiply by the conjugate. Now, remember, this problem had square roots all over the place, but they were conjugates. Notice the answer doesn't have any square roots in it. That's the value of these conjugates. They just do the job. So the good news down here is we can just flu, because these are conjugates. Square root of 2 times the square root of 2 is 2. I'm going to put a plus there because there is a plus sign. And then square root of 3 times negative square root of 3, it'd just be minus 3. Now watch. Now we distribute. A lot going on here, but it will all come together. Square root of 6, and then the roots fly off, minus 3, all over negative 1. Now I could leave my answer there, but I'm going to teach you something. 1/7 with a negative in the top is the same thing as 1/7 with a negative in the bottom, which is the same darn thing as a negative just right out in front. In other words, you can move the negative around. And when Algebra 2 has this situation, they're simply going to take it out here, and they're going to think of it like this. And they're going to distribute the negative through. So your answer might be negative square root of 6 plus 3, but then someone else might go 3 minus the square root of 6. Either one of these is perfectly fine. Again, what do we have in the denominator? A square root of 2, but we also have a binomial. So the only way to get rid of that is to multiply by the conjugate. I hope you guys are picking up on that theme, because that is the theme of this class. So bing, bing, I'm going to do the top first. 3 square root of 2 minus 3 all over, and here comes my foo. Square root of 2 times the square root of 2 is 2. 1 times negative 1 is just negative 1. What's 2 minus 1? It's just 1. So this could just be 3 square root of 2 minus 3. If you left your answer like that, that'd be fine, but they're not going to leave it like that if there's a 1 down there. They're just going to take it out and write it like this. All right, you guys, here comes a lesson that's just going to come out of nowhere. Can I just square this and square this? And the answer is no. No way, Jose, and I'm going to prove it to you. 3 plus 2 squared. If I went bing, bing, I'd get 9 plus 4, which is 13. But let's do PEMDAS. What's 3 plus 2? 5. 5 squared, 25. This is wrong. This is right. But you just need to know the rule. You can't take a exponent and distribute it through. Some of you are like, well, yeah, my other teacher told me I could. Well, that's if it's written like this. Then it's totally fine. But notice the difference. This does not have a plus or a minus. This does. So this is no. This is yep. So with that being said, what the heck do I do? Well, think about it. If you square something, that just means you square something. Multiply it by itself. So there's test number 1. Do you know your rules? Test number 2. Can I fool this? No, because these are not conjugates. So I'm stuck foiling. Now, I'm going to show you guys another little trick. I call it the foil box. And this will help you when these problems get a little nasty, which I think this one is. 4 square root of 2 plus the square root of 3, 4 square root of 2, and the square root of 3. You see, it's going to organize your FOIL. So this times this, careful, 4 times 4 is 16. Roots fly off, so it's 16 times 2, which is 32. This, oil, water, water, so the water can mix, square root of 6. Oil, water, water, water can mix, and then the roofs fly off. And you notice diagonally I got like terms, so I'm going to add them. And then diagonally I got some like terms, so I'm going to add them. Do the roofs fly off when I add? No, 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 no. Just when you multiply. So there's my answer. Okay? Last one. Question, are these conjugates? No, not even close. So I'm going to stick with the old FOIL box because I think it organizes things for us real good. 4 or 5 minus square root of 3. And then 3, and then plus 2 square root of 3. And here we go. Keep your oil and water, in the front of your mind. 5 times 3 is 15. This times this is negative. That's a 3. 3 square root of 3. Oil and oil, 10 square root of 3. And then we got water, water. So it'd be a square root of 9, which is just 3, or the roofs fly off. But we got to be careful of that darn negative. So it'd be 2 times 3, which is 6, with a negative in front of it would be negative 6. 15 minus 6 is 9. 10 square root of 3 minus 3 square root of 3 is 7 square root of 3. See, there's my common terms there and common terms there. The FOIL box kind of organizes stuff for you too. And that's it. So as you can see, your homework assignment has a ton of problems. But pretty much, well, no, not pretty much, 100% they cover these rules. So, have fun on that homework assignment. Good luck.